Okay, I'll call the meeting to order and welcome everybody. We have 2 minutes, one from December 17th and one from December 29th.
I move to approve both sets of
I'll second.
minutes.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We have no road encroachments. And that brings us down to reorganizing the board. I'm the vice chair, so that's why I got stuck running this meeting. So
I nominate Joe for chairman.
I will second that.
any discussion?
Nope, you got it.
It's just a railroad job?
It's close.
All right, no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yes. Okay, we need a nomination for a vice chair.
I would nominate Dick Snellman for vice chair.
I would second that. Any discussion?
Nope, he's got it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are reorganized.
Okay.
Brings us to resolutions, and these are just the housekeeping resolutions we do every year, Mel. First one is a resolution 2021-01, establishes the fire season. And Paula, did you email these to Mel so I don't have to read them all?
Yep.
Thank you
No
very
problem.
much.
You're very welcome.
So it just establishes the fire season. So what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
I'd move to accept the resolution for the fire season.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Resolution 2021-02. And it denotes the regular meeting date of the commission and where we
Is there any change?
post it's just right out of MCA where we post our notices and stuff.
Okay.
It's the same as it always been, first and third Thursdays of the month.
Right.
No change. But we're required to do it every year.
Yeah. I would move that we approve that resolution.
I'd second it.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution 2021-03, setting the office hours of Teton County. This is another one we do annually.
Yeah.
Have to, but stay legal.
I'd move to accept the office hours as
I'll second.
stated by state.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 2021-04. It is a resolution setting the clerk and recorder's office hours. And I think that this is the same one we do every year, isn't it, Paula?
Yes, it just allows me to be open extra hours for elections.
For elections, yep.
Oh, okay. I would move to approve.
I'd second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, resolution 2021-05. And it just outlines our public notice requirements and how we meet them. Designates the places where we put posters up.
Right.
Same thing, it's.
Has that changed any with this COVID thing going on or anything?
No, not a bit.
Okay.
So do I have a motion on that?
I would move to approve that
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 2021-06. This is the setting the JP hours.
I'd move to accept the
Second.
hours.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 2021-07. This is the one that sets the per diem and mileage, and it comes straight out of Mako. And the mileage did drop to 56 cents a mile for mileage. It's just the straight out of the state statute.
I'd move to accept the state.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, those are the New Year's ones. Now we have Resolution 2021-08. It's a budget amendment for the Health Department for a $10,000 grant. PHSI,
I
what's
know,
it?
and I can't remember what it was. It's preparing a plan.
That wasn't a dry cough, was it?
It was because my asthma is flaring badly.
Okay.
And I'm going to be going to the doctor at 1 o'clock today and asking for meds, so.
Okay. It's just accepting the grant for the Health Department.
I'd move to accept that grant.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Which brings us to printing bids. We only received one bid. It's from the Choteau Acantha. We do this every year as well,
Every 2 years.
Every other year.
every 2 years. So it would be a discounted rate of $9.50 per folio. First insertion, $8 per folio for each subsequent insertion. Maximum allowable rate set by the county printing board is $13 for first insertion, $11 per folio for subsequent insertion, so cutting us a pretty good deal.
There's that's the one the state sets out.
Right,
Yep,
so the state, the state printing board sets a maximum that any newspaper can charge state or local government for a legal notice.
Sure.
And then when you advertise for the contract, you're basically
Oh,
asking
okay.
for someone to come in and bid less than that maximum allowable rate.
Right.
And so
yep.
that's.
And we appreciate that. I would move to accept the bid from the Acantha.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? I guess I have a little discussion. Mel, I asked our clerk and recorder per our phone call when I called in the agenda. I was just curious what we spend at the Acantha and what we spend at the Sun-Times.
Mhm.
And in 2018, we spent $17,445.23 at the Acantha, $5,195.60 at the Sun-Times, $5,195.60.
So the Times one is just advertising and the Acantha
Yeah,
is advertising
yeah,
and
without the
printing.
printing and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just curious because we discussed having the
Yeah.
two newspapers in the county. 2019, we spent $15,290.92 at the Acantha and $3,356.4 at the Sun-Times.
.4.
Yeah,
And the
.40.
first one was 15,299.92.
Yep.
15,290.92.
Gotcha, and that was 2019.
Yep. And then in 2020, we spent $23,902.40 at the Acantha and 5,195.60 at the Sun-Times. I was just curious how much we use, because we do try
Right.
to work with both
Were
newspapers
the
and,
first, with the first set of numbers, Joe, 2018?
yes,
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Yep.
2018, 2019, and 2020.
yep,
Yep,
just kind of for information.
yep,
But-
okay.
So I have a
Sounds-
motion,
I hear
and
what you mean.
I would move to approve that contract.
didn't you already move?
We already moved, already
Yep.
have a second.
We're
Oh,
just finishing up
we
discussion.
did, okay.
Any more discussion?
No. Okay.
Other than the fact we appreciate the fact that we have two good newspapers in the county and had a great relationship with the Acantha through the years.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. So that brings us down to commission reports, and Mel, I have been discussing just at the 30,000 foot level, way to leave the county health department at the present location. I've been talking with Louis, I've called him a couple times. Lots of issues, it's gonna be a slow process, but I wanted to let you know that I
Talks are
am
in-
doing that. And
Talks are
when
in
we,
progress. Okay,
when we start making progress, we get anywhere near anything concrete, then we'll do it at the public, but for now, I'm just in talks with Louis.
I did see Louis on Christmas Eve, when I went to take pictures of the first staff member receiving her shot, and he reiterated his support for the health department and that he wants to see it stay where it's at too.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
hospital board up there is in agreement, and we're in agreement. Melissa thinks we have talked about building a new ambulance barn at some point, and maybe they would have to move, but I think we all agree that our first choice is that they stay there at the hospital, because they refer people back and forth, and it's just
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
it's
best
handy.
place for them.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
So we're trying to work something out to where we can accomplish that. Any other commission reports? Okay, public comment. We don't have much
I
public
got no
here.
public.
Mel, you're it.
I didn't.
You have a
I have
comment?
no comment.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Happy
we-
New Year, everyone.
Welcome,
Okay.
Sam.
That-
You're welcome to say.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
As commissioners, we'd like to hope everybody has a prosperous and happy new year in
Yep.
21.
Yep.
Yes, I certainly hope it's not starting out really
No.
grand
No,
after
that was
yesterday's fiasco, but
Very disconcerting what happened yesterday at the county.
yeah.
No public notices, so I guess I can adjourn the meeting. Our next one will be January 21st now.
And that one will be
Okay.
as the power, water, sewer, all that documentation should be
Okay.
ready by then. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna press